They've actually added something to the center of the friggin' galaxy. Astral Planes has been released, and Paradox Interactive asked me, hey ASpec, do you want to do a video on this new expansion? I was like, sure, why not? So this video has been made possible by them. But with that out of the way, there's a couple of important things you need to talk about here, because there are so many changes in the Astral Planes update as well as the accompanying patch, and we're going to be talking about that today for a nice little playthrough with all the new stuff that is in there. Start up the game immediately. We have ourselves an ancient crater popping up on our capital, as well as this awesome weird ass rift that has spawned right outside of our stuff. An astral rift, to be sure, a tear in space and time. In addition to that, we got a bunch of other cool stuff. We are, for instance, dimensional worshippers, which will allow us to build a dimensional shrine, allowing us to get additional unity, which is a new civic. On top of that, we also are a sovereign guardianship, which means that, well, let's put it this way, we don't like to have too many planets, but we do like to have a lot of pops. Yeah, I think you can see where this is going. In the meantime, the outliner has also changed. We've got a government tab and a ships tab, so we can actually very quickly and rapidly navigate between the two, which is nice. The outliner needed an update for such a long time already. But yeah, we also have ourselves the brand new Rift World Origin. And basically, what it does is, it spawns more astral rifts, and a new little event chain will pop up because of it. And basically, if you want to experience all of Astral Planes, then going with the Rift World start is definitely the way to go. Let's take a quick look around us here. We are on a very annoying spot right at the center point of the galaxy. That's unfortunate. We'll see what we can do here with this, but let's take a look around here. Sprawling slum and all that stuff is there. Let's get this party going. Let's see if we can get some astral rifts. So only a couple weeks after spawning with the Rift World, immediately we get ourselves the Ancient Crater site, and we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and survey that particular place with our science ship. This is very similar to Ancient Relics in that regard. A lot of it's being driven by this sort of stuff, so that's maybe something, if you're into that sort of thing, then this is probably for you. In the meantime, I am going to need to get statecraft because I want the shared benefits as soon as I can. Yes, there we go. Shared benefits. We need 4 months. Updated. The penitent ones. What on earth is this?
Situation log updated.
Really? I get the penitent ones right away? I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? This is going to be
attacking enemy vessels.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I swear to God, I just start games randomly, okay? It's really not my intention to get a ruined science nexus literally a year and 12 months into the game. How many? I swear that I did not re-roll this game. I did not intend to have a broken science nexus right next to my capital, okay? I swear. This whole thing with the new interface, especially on the outliner, is gonna take some time to get used to, because I'm used to just to be super quick to navigate everything super quickly, which, you know, it helps in a lot of cases, but not sure. This is definitely something I'm gonna need to get used to, because normally I can see everything, and now that's not the case. Especially early game. Interesting choice. But anyway, I got myself a science nexus, and that's what's important. Good lord, this game is pretty sometimes. I am deeply concerned.
Technology secured.
It is currently 6 years into the game. I haven't found any other planets, and 2 of my lanes are being blocked by hostiles. Now, in this particular case, I should probably max out my fleet and try to, you know, skip the gap and try to push through, because I really need planets. Like, I really need to be able to expand. But I simply haven't seen anything. Like, I still got the Ancient Crater going on. Like, that's all just smoothly going, but no expansion makes me a dull boy. You knew this was gonna happen. You knew this was gonna happen as soon as you saw a Sovereign Guardianship and we get a reduction of Empire size bonuses from pops. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Nihilistic Acquisition right now because, well, actually probably a little bit too early. but I'm not having the
Anomaly
smoothest start of the
found.
game anyway. Oh, by the way, here is Astral Actions. This is a new system within the game. Basically, we can go ahead and say, hey, give us additional physics research by using these points called astral threads that we are getting from mining this astral rift just outside of our capital. Ain't that something? That's pretty cool. In addition to that, we also have, of course, the Dimensional Shrine, which is giving us additional unity, which is definitely boosting our ability to compete. Because currently, well, we only have one world. 8 years into the game. Okay, time to start cleaning out these hostiles that are over here and pray we can maybe get some planets. That would be awesome. It's of course inside of a nebula, so we can't see
Attacking
anything.
enemy vessels.
They seem to have a cruiser for some. Oh, it's a battleship. Oh, right. Okay, cool. Well, that's perfectly fine. We can go ahead and explore, and because it's inside of a nebula, we just don't know if there's any planets nearby. So we have to keep an eye. There's a planet. Continental size 16. That's acceptable. So we're just going to go ahead and tell these guys that, hey, there is a planet over there. Please finish surveying over here and just get the surveying going down over there. Because we need these planets, and we need them pronto. Remember that continental world from before that I said, hey, we really need to colonize this because we're already running late? Well, I found another one right next door, but that's not the biggest problem. It would appear Xenos have claimed the system. What did I pick again? Okay, cool. Okay. What is my default rights? Perfect. With that out of the way, however, it would appear that we have managed to research the ancient crater. Apparently, we found a cache of documents down there, as well as some sort of sphere for our ancestors. Now, apparently, this will allow us to get into the rift that is above our planet, and we will get the rift sphere technology. How expensive is said rift sphere technology, sir? 262 months, you say? That's pretty expensive. Now, to put a little bit of context on this, it's very much a technology that is supposed to pop up in the mid-game. It's not necessarily something that you should be having at this moment in time already. So, Rift World really accelerates that movement into the astral planes quite a lot. And like the description of the DLC actually says, it's very much focused on the mid to late game. That's where a lot of the action actually appears. Also, we got some Xenos. That can never be a good sign. So I'm about to show you something that will probably blow your mind. You know how previously we had scientists, governors, admirals, and generals? Yeah, those don't exist anymore. We now have officials, commanders, and scientists. Scientists are basically the same as they always were. Commanders, however, are admirals and generals rolled into one. Praise be. Officials, on the other hand, are envoys and normal governors rolled into one as well. Kinda, sorta. It's kind of works a little bit different in that sense. Like it's like envoys bonuses at a distance almost, but still, like, don't worry about that. It's just the fact that generals don't exist anymore. Praise be. Praise be. So here's a good example of the changes when it comes to the admirals and generals side of things. Strategist, commissioner, general, and admiral. So I could turn this guy into an admiral or a general perfectly fine and get the additional bonuses for it. But I could also give them like sector control. That's also really cool. Sector basically gives you, whenever you're governing a sector with this particular character, you will get a soldier job for it, additional soldier jobs, which is really nice because, especially in our case, because we are the sovereign guardianships, we get additional unity from soldiers. So this may actually not be such a bad idea. And commissioner is something that we probably want to keep in the back of our head. For now, however, let's go for an admiral, because we will need that, because these Xenos, yeah, we're gonna need to do something about that. Good news. These aliens are definitely inferior to us, and we have a significantly larger fleet, which means that we can only really do one thing, can we? Well, first of all, we're going to need to claim some space, like, I don't know, their capital. Yeah, that seems like a great place to claim. And what we'll just end up doing is we'll just go ahead and declare war. Yeah, well, let's
We have declared war
push
to
our
safeguard
flames or
our
something.
interests.
And let's take it from there. See how this
Anomaly
party is
found.
going to go. Because, oh yeah, we got Bubbles with us. So that's something. But our primary objective is not so much taking these worlds. No. Our primary objective is to capture as many aliens as we can and bring them back home.
Assets.
Oh, we got ourselves a new Baron as well. Cool. Military Overseer. Commander and Strategist. We will take you.
Complete.
Yeah, they're gonna be toast. Time to start bombarding their capital worlds. And yes, we will prohibit their surrender or we'll allow their surrender from down there. We'll just start scooping up pops, as he says. Here comes the first one. Alrighty, well, it looks like we're just harvesting pops left, right, and center, which is awesome for us. But, you know, it means that we do have a little bit of a population issue in places. It's not really a problem in the long run. What is really good, however, is that this empire is not going to stand on its legs for much longer. We're going to bleed them dry, then properly vassalize them, and just take it from there. I think that's going to be the best way to deal with this. In addition to that, we're doing Astral Rift exploration. In 5 months, we will have access to that technology, which means that we will be able to go into the rifts a little bit earlier in the game than expected. So one of the really cool abilities here with the Astral Actions is that I can actually create an Astral Rift in a random system that I control. I can only do this 4 times, but still it's super useful because now I will have created a rift right over here. There is a new Astral Rift that has opened up, which means there's another opportunity for us to dive into said Astral Rift and see what is on the other side. We're kind of just going to start limiting our expansion a little bit as well because we are the greatest show in the multiverse. What is this? Interesting. A massive display supported by mechanical infrastructure. The greatest show in the multiverse. It's accepting energy credits. After processing our payment, the machinery within the asteroid whirred into life, and a blue light shot outwards. An astral rift was left. Free astral rift. I'll take that. That's great. That's awesome. Let's immediately head over there and get access to it. Something has happened inside one of the astral rifts behind the spooky door. Our voyage into the rift near the Sovereign has delivered us into an orbit of a planet in ruins. Upon entering the atmosphere, we discovered a landscape pockmarked with burning craters. Here and there warships laid half buried in the sands. This world is a battlefield. Intercepted radio transmissions are frenzied and unnerving. Incredible. Language of the inhabitants match precisely the documents we have recovered from the ancient space sphere found on the Sovereign. Alright, cool. Story. We got narrative. We got a hero's journey. We got a compelling antagonist. A cool pro-tag. We're abducting pops by the boatload. I really hope they didn't need those pops because...
Situation log updated.
Well, they live somewhere else now, I'm afraid. Oh, we have to go with peace for now. But it means that they are pathetic, and pathetic, which is awesome. Oh, they get subjugated by the hive next door? Really? Really? Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe I should have taken their capital.
Complete.
But it's not like there was anything there, so whatever. Meanwhile, in a different rift, apparently we've arrived in a party zone that has numerous wormholes nearby. Voidcraft of various shapes and sizes circle a central, light, bright space station. Yeah, I'm sure this will go over well. Continue our investigation, please. The enormous structure is covered with multicolor sign and garish, unfamiliar script. Yep, I'm sure this will be just fine.
A vile enemy has declared.
Oh, of course, we're at war. Awesome, awesome, great. So, the hive mind next door has decided to go to war with us. That's a problem. We're going to need to get ourselves some leaders on here. Because they will most definitely go through this black hole. Now, obviously, their disengagement will go down quite significantly, and there's a station already there. So we'll be able to deploy about 4,500 fleet power or something along those lines. So, yeah. We could go for a claim. But let's just go for Aminosity for now. We're just going to drain their empire if we can. And see what we can do there. We just need to hold the line first. And try to reinforce as many of our fleets as possible. Because I feel we're a little bit behind. Because they wouldn't just attack us if they just couldn't just without issue. So we can reinforce with a significant amount of destroyers. We just need to hold this system. And that's the main thing here. So as long as we have the firepower, we will be fine. But we'll see. The entertainment nexus. Yay, we get 100 crystals. Good news, everybody. Our ancestors managed to survive. And now we get to, a commander. I would love to get a commander. Spirits of our ancestors. And we get Spirit of our Ancestors. Increases kinetic weapons just in time for this war. Good timing. So let's take a quick look here at this here leader and if they're actually
Enemy presence
good.
exposed.
Oh, there's the enemy fleet. We want to disengage for as long as possible.
Star
Let the
system
station
charted.
deal with it. Let me quickly have a peek here at this astral leader that we've just picked up. Are they any good? Time warped. Okay. Well, they definitely look pretty good. Nothing that we can do with that at the moment, though, because we simply don't have the fleets. But we want them to engage the station
under attack
before they do anything else. So you got a 4.6k, a bunch of destroyers, and they will most likely lose quite a lot here. And it looks like we may have the advantage for now, as long as they cannot reinforce. But the station is us fighting inside of a black hole. There you go. Managed to get out of there. Hey, hello there. What's going on? I hope that
attacking enemy vessels.
just in time to get absolutely annihilated. Of course, jumping right on top of them like this, probably not the best of ideas. Because again, no! Bubbles is dead. Well, this just won't stand. They've managed to kill my Bubbles. I am very upset about this. Oof. They are going to pay. They are going to pay for this. We've received an anomalous transmission from the Sovereign system. Really? We see you, children of rifts. Our call lets us into the vessel. Our hands open the door. Your survival was necessary. Okay, who are you? We walk behind the rifts, an endless war, an endless foe. Your ancestors know, and the children of the plains. Okay. You must attune. We feel you every time you breach the plains. Soon we will know you. Come to you. We are close. Well, that's ominous.
Vivisected.
Cool. Too bad I don't really
Situation
use
log
medical
updated.
workers. Oh, gain hyperlay insight. Hyper relay insight. Interesting. How to hyper relays plus 50%. That's useful. Quantum catapult. Nobody cares. Give me more stuff regarding hyper relays, please. That would be awesome. And we finished this. Okay, so medical workers are now more viable because for those of you who don't know, medical workers are usually quite trash. Do I even have the ability to get medical workers? No, because I barely ever get the relevant technology for that. How weird. There is a size 30 Gaia world here. What? How is there a size 30 Gaia world here that I did not see this entire game? You can stop doing the archaeological shenanigans. It's also in a dead-end system. Like,
construction
go
complete.
get it, boys. Like, see, the problem is I can't really go into that territory. I know they have fleets over 4K, which is a problem on its own. And there is another 1 point something over here. So as soon as I even tippy-toe in there, like one little bit, I'm screwed. So I'm going to need to reinforce this system more than anything else. And actually put some more hangar bays on here. And probably, ironically, get some defense platforms of all things. And just do that. So the Hessendrock style platform is definitely something that I'm going to need to be building a reasonable amount of. just so that we can, you know, hold off the mind, so to speak. So one really cool thing here is that you can get something called Flash Forge Hyper Relay, where for a cost of 50 influence and 550 threads, you can instantly get a Hyper Relay for free without having to spend the credits for it, which is really, really cool. What is not very cool, however, is that I'm now out of consumer goods. But yeah, it's just another thing about Astral Threads. I do think it's a little bit limited. Like, you don't get a lot of stuff out of it, but it is pretty cool. Let's do some more astral splitting. Let's see if we can find ourselves yet another rift. Ooh, I found a relic. The garden. The creature was no stranger to fire. As soon as we sparked the first flame, it skittered away in alarm. A behavior so quick it must have done by some sort of instinct. Perhaps it was aware of the flammable properties of his environment. However the reason, it has retracted so far into the cracks and crevices of this place that we can no longer detect any sign of it within our essential range. As it departed, we recovered an object it dropped during its retreat. It must have been too much of a burden to carry along. We suspect that this could even be a valuable asset to our empire. We got the Infinity Root. I don't know what the Infinity Root is. Infinity Root. Monthly food plus 10 as passive.
Secured.
Active effect. Grow a new leader. They will have no upkeep and will not count towards your leader total. Excuse me? Alright, let's do it. Let's do some arcane deciphering while we're at it. And
Situation log
precursor
updated.
insight. This is a hand, not a spaceship. We just got a free leader for no reason whatsoever. We just grew a new leader out of nothing. Where are they? That's really cool. Leaders. The Franz of Brown. What a name. The Franz of Brown. He's 1 year old. Or they're 1 year old. And there they are. Amazing. Born from the seeds of Infinity Root. He's new to this world, but he possesses remarkable intelligence. Amazing. Sweet. Well, I got myself a root person, so that's something. What do we got?
Explorer.
The advisor.
I am your advisor, Reeve.
Okay. We've entered a system nearly identical to Ilva, the system we entered from the Rift. At first we were unsure, yada yada yada. Within moments, we were confronted by a mechanical device that propelled itself within center range, seamlessly integrating with the sphere communication system. It stated that it was our advisor, Riv. Oh my god, it's Veer, but backwards. Sure, I'll ask for assistance. Oh, that's funny. The empire that was subjugated before has now splintered. It's no longer a vassal under the Hive. That's funny. That never happens.
Newborn amoebas imprint on the first thing they see that moves. Many have followed asteroids until they starved.
What in the defective portal turret is this? Sure, let's ask for further assistance. What's the worst that could happen? We're gonna die
Situation
horribly,
log
aren't we?
updated.
Oh, the Manifesti, great. Let's disable that crap immediately. Oh, sweet, they're fully aware of us, and immediately, the first thing we do, upon first contact, is bomb the ever-loving crap out of these primitives. Oh, that's glorious. I do love that. That is hilarious. Let's just move our armies into place. Let's get a commander on there if we can. No, we don't need a commander at the moment, but still, that's funny. They're like, oh, first contact. There's people out there. We're not alone. Guess what, sucker? You're being glassed from orbit.
Charted.
Good news, everybody. We've successfully drained this planet of all of its pops before it could successfully bomb itself into oblivion. Because of... Never mind. Colonize this place, gentlemen. Let's go. Size 30 Gaia World and all the other pops have been turned into my delightful subjects. Interesting. Apparently one of my scientists who went down into a rift got blinded because they got the black light blinded from the black star. Fascinating. Black Blacklight blinded. Against the following. Signed ships, very bad, apparently. I'll take a look here at the actual guy himself. Recluse, that's not the one. Where are you? Blacklight. Blacklight blinded. Oh yeah, he's not gonna go in any in any sort of rift anytime soon. So we're just going to go ahead and just put you somewhere else, because clearly you are no longer qualified to go down any sort of rift. Besides, in 150 days, we'll be able to get the next one. We'll be able to get Planar Mastery and Summon Dimensional Fleet. Excuse me. Alright.
Blocker cleared.
Some unbidden on our side.
Star system charted.
I kind of like to get the final astral split here. So let's do that first before we start summoning literally Space Satan. A strange object has arrived in orbit of the Sovereign. A crystalline sphere reminiscent of our own Rift Sphere technology. It appeared without warning along no unknown trajectory. We should study it. I would like to point out that the mid-game has just started. It is the year 2300. Stuff is afoot. Meanwhile, that sphere we found in our home system apparently is a network of crystals. Apparently we have to study the crystal sphere. A new rift has been discovered. A different type of rift. A very different type of rift. An anomalous wormhole has appeared next to the crystal rift. I did a bunch of exploration, by the way. It turns out there was another empire in there. And apparently, we can only assume that this is a gateway opened by the Formless, which is that empire I was talking about, to bring them aid. We detected the system on the other side, which has been pulled into our dimension from somewhere else. We should prepare our strongest fleet if we choose to enter this place. Something tells me that 10,000 fleet power in the year 2300 is not going to be enough. That's actually extremely weak, which is unfortunate. The thing is that... there it is. Something at the center of the galaxy. They've actually added something to the center of the friggin' galaxy. Finally, mega engineering. Took long enough. 50 months until I can get my stupid science complex up and running. The war is over, by the way, so that's something. Managed to tear, like, those planets a new one.
Technology secured.
So that's something, I guess. But in the meantime, we should probably try to reinforce all of our fleets to go through the wormhole, because I want to see where this the center of the galaxy looks like. I found another relic.
Complete.
One that I actually have not seen before. The Crystal of Aldrisica. I made a video about this at one point. Does it date? Yes, it gives me insane amounts of energy. It gives me 59,000 energy in one go, as well as giving a scientist maniacal. That is ridiculous. I love it. I love everything about it, and I need more of it. Oh, and a dimensional fabricator. Sure, why not? Alright, we're going in. The wormhole is still here.
System charted.
There's... I'm sure nothing terrible will happen. Let's go right in.
System charted.
Let's do this.
Spaceborne lifeform encountered.
There are my battleships. There they go. I'm sure just having a small stack of battleships is not going to be a problem at all. What do we got? A lot of crystals. Ancient Rift. That's very cool. Let's take everything through.
Attacking enemy vessels.
Cool, what do we got? Oh. They're aberrant. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. We're all gonna piecemeal come through? Is that what we're doing here?
Receiving communications.
I think we're gonna have battleships is that rate. Okay, cool. Oh, purple aberrant. That's new.
Technology secured.
Because they'll probably try to stream through. In the meantime, yeah, have some stuff. I wanted to just spawn some ships. Cool.
Receiving communications.
Have some more. No, okay. Also, somehow my ships are spawning very close on this side of the system.
Spaceborne life
I'm
form
not entirely sure what's
encountered.
going on with that. And also, I'm not building ships all that fast for some reason. I'm not sure what's up with that. Don't you just love it when you just take a ship out of rotation for a second, only for something to spawn in and immediately kill basically everything in sight? Thanks. That was 50,000 Barons. Just came out of nowhere. And now I'm going to need to send this fleet in for repairs. That's an expensive little mistake there. Oh, I only have 80 plus 1 alloys? Where is all this stuff going? Where are all my alloys going? Oh, it's probably the upkeep. Hey, it's 71k, eh? Dropping on my collective ass. Battleships trying to get in from range.
Secured.
Oh, Jesus Christ. At least they're melting super quickly, so at least we got that going on.
Anomaly
But still,
found.
that's not very
Star
cash money.
system charted.
And I don't really have the population or the manpower to keep this going.
Situation log updated.
I really need more alloys somehow. This is mid-game content, by the way, I would like to point out. Just throwing 60, 70, 80,000 stacked fleets to the player. Not that I can handle it at the moment, but still, you get the idea. There we go. What do we got this time? 90. Okay, cool. Well, it's a good thing I've got long-range weapons just to slap them out of the sky, but I am losing a lot of ships doing this. Oh my god, all my Corvettes got eaten alive that time around. That is ridiculous. That is completely insane.
Encountered.
Oh sure, 106,000. Why not, right? Like if I didn't have those long-range battleships, I'd be toast. Legendary commander waiting to be assigned admiral, psychic, space bender. Interesting. It is done. The seat is set. Never shall our children find this place again. Cool. Who are you? Why are you here? Our children are broke. What is the throne? Give us the throne, or oh, okay. No. Sets hostility to friendly. Do I get the throne? I would like the throne, please. The Luminarium. Let's work together. Sets. Okay, it's a 77% chance.
Receiving communications.
All right, cool.
Technology secure.
They are our friend now, so that's something. Did we get it? Yeah, the Eternal Throne. Activation cost 333 astral strands. All leaders are immortal. Because of course they are. Because of course they are all immortal. Astral attunement modifier set to 10 years. Astral attunement. Monthly astral threads plus 330. Yeah, that's not really helpful. Like, sure, I'm getting tons a month. Like, it's completely like folding hyperspace. Let's unlock that quickly. Let's
Technology secure.
unlock dimensional locking. Quantum catapult. There you go. Dimensional shifting unlocked. How much are we getting a month, sir? An insane amount. We're getting 40 a month. So that's more than enough to do whatever we want, and our fleets can return home through the rift from the center of the universe, galaxy, or whatever. And these guys, they're luminary. What is that? Luminarium under a subject type. Created by the owner of the Eternal Throne. Those who claim the seat hold influence over the formless, whose dimension-spanning empire has since fallen into ruin. Okay. What does that mean? What's the Luminarium? It doesn't tell me anything. Do I get resources out of this? Doesn't look like it. Well, there you have it. That's Astral Planes, or at least a big chunk of it. There is tons more Astral Rifts within the game with a whole bunch of different relics. Last time I played, I dug up a completely different set of relics, as well as some stuff that I won't spoil, but the Eternal Throne is very interesting. It's like a mini con event in the middle of the game, and it makes all your leaders immortal. So if you want to have perfect leaders, then this is definitely the way to go. And you can bind that in combination with like statecraft or something along those lines, or leader, any sort of leader boost. So that is pretty darn strong. Are we out on top here? Probably. Are we going to win this battle? Well, with all this shenanigans in fleet management, probably not. But, you know, one could hope and dream. Here, 10 battleships just on standby. Like, no issue. But my economy is in shambles. But I'm sure that I'll win regardless in the long run. Because at this point, it's basically a case of crushing this. Oh my god, they're inferior to everything. It's a case of crushing the Saban League and then take over the entire galaxy, I would say. But that's maybe for some other time. Hope you enjoyed this video. My name has been ASpec, and yeah, today, all that Astral Plane stuff. Thank you for Paradox Interactive for making this video possible. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, and as always, maybe there is a dimension out there where I have already built my shed. Maybe.